Hello guys, this is AA James, your financial analyst and FX dealer. Okay, so for today, I will be treating a very important topic that we have received quite a number of questions regarding, okay, and that is how to know what lot size to use on a particular trade. I'm going to tell you this, it's not all the traders, like majority of the traders have no idea about what is the right lot size to use. Some use this common phenomenon of $100 you will use 0.01, $200 you use 0.02, $500 0.05, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. All right. So, but there is a professional approach that we use at Dazzly FX, and that is what I'm going to be teaching you within the next 7 minutes to 10 minutes. Okay, so stick with me. There are 3 major things that you need to put in place. The first one is you need to determine what lot size you are going to use. Sorry, you need to determine how much you're willing to risk. All right. For example, we're going to be taking an account of $5,000 for this particular training. Let's say you have a $5,000 account. It is advisable as a rule of thumb for beginners to risk anywhere around 1%, okay, on a particular trade. So if you have a $5,000 account, 1% of $5,000, right, is just $50. How do I know? Remove 2 zeros from behind 5,000. Okay, so you have $50. So now we are risking 1% of our account. All right, and for a $5,000 account, that is $50. Okay, so write that down somewhere. Then number 2, determine your stop loss. And you see I have put in parentheses, this is determined by your strategy. Some people will say, I'll use 30 pips, I'll use 50 pips, I'll use this. No, these are amateur ways of determining a stop loss. Because of the nature of trading, it has different and a lot of strategies. The same way, your stop loss will be different from my stop loss. Why? Because of the strategy and because of our risk appetite. Okay, some people want a very tight stop loss, some people want a very wide stop loss to give the market room to breathe. But regardless of what you want, stop loss should be determined from your strategy. Okay, so for example, let me take us to a particular trade that we took in this place, or that we analyzed in this place, for example. All right, good. This is AUD CHF. Let's just say my entry is right here at the close of this candle right here. Let's say this is my entry at the close of this bearish candle, all right, this bearish engulfing candle. If that happens to be my entry, of course, my stop loss, this is the highest point that the market has gone for days. In fact, I can say, yeah, maybe for days, all right, or for weeks. So to allow the market room to breathe, I can decide to, push it up a little bit, okay? Then I take my measuring tool, I measure it, and I realize this is what? This is like 31. Okay, I can make it 30 pips. Okay, so I bring my tool here, back here, all right? I double click on it, I come to stop level, all right? And I put 30 pips. 30 pips is 300 points, okay? And this tool is done in points. It's calculated in such a way that you impute the figures in points, okay? So this is 30 pips, okay? So now, number 2 is that I have determined the lot size that I want to use. Sorry, the stop loss that I'm using. So the first thing is to determine how much am I willing to risk on the trade, which is 1%. Number 2, my stop loss is going to be 30 pips on this particular trade. And number 3 is to use risk calculator. Do not use your head, all right? Use risk calculator. There are quite a number of risk calculators out there, but the one I'm going to recommend that we use in Dazzly FX is the My FX Book position size calculator. It is free. I'm not benefiting anything from it, but it's free, so you can use it. All right, I'll be leaving the description or the link with the description around the video. Okay, so what do? I open my browser and I do my FX. You see, it has come up my fxbook.com/forex calculator / position size. All right, so when I press enter, this is what I have. Okay, what asset are we dealing with? AUDCHF. Okay, AUDCHF. Right, good. Now, what's our account size? Okay, your account is in USD. All right, what's your account size? We agreed on $5,000. What's your ratio? I said we should use, or I suggest that we use 1% for the purpose of this video. All right, and remember, guys, this is educational purpose. This training is for educational purposes. And I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but regardless, it's for educational purposes. All right, so 1% is what we are risking. But if you know the amount you want to risk, you can come here and you do what? Swap with money. Okay, swap with money, and you put the amount you want, $50. But now we are not doing swap with money. We are doing risk, the risk ratio, and we're risking only 1%. Our stop loss is what, guys? Remember, our stop loss is what? 30 pips. See it, 30 pips. So we come back here and we impute 30 pips. Then leave this one. Leave this guy, right? Just leave it like that. Then we are doing AUDCHF, but of course, everything is calculated on the standard and the base currency, or the world reserve currency, which is the USD. That's why it's been first of all converted to USD CHF. Okay, so you leave this one, don't bother with it. So you have your AUDCHF, your account currency, your account size, the risk ratio, which is what? 1%. Is what we are willing to risk on this particular trade. Then the stop loss is 30 pips. Okay, calculate. Then you scroll down, you have 0.15. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the lot size you will be imputing on the trade. All right, on your phone or on your laptop. Why? Because that way you are risking only 50%. It means that if this trade goes against you, you are going to lose just 50%. I don't think that's a huge amount that will make you be sweating under the AC. I don't think so. Okay, so 0.15 compared to somebody who is taking 0.01 for $100. By the time they get to 5,000, it will be 0.5, which is high leverage. All right, it's high leverage. Okay, guys, so when we get back to this trade, by the time we want to get into this trade, all right, we will impute this, our entries, our stop loss, put in 0.15. Okay, so if I make 1:1, all right, for example, if the market comes to displace that this is 1, all right, that means I risk $30 pips and I made 30 pips. That means I'm also going to gain $50. If it's 1:2, that means just multiply whatever you're risking by the number of your targets. Okay, so that is it for this particular trade. We are still writing the trade down to, let me take this guys out. We're still writing this guy, all right, or this trade is riding up to this is about 1 to 17. All right, that means if I'm risking $50, or if you have taken this trade with me and you are risking $50, you will have made potential 50 times 17. Okay, 50 multiplied by 17, that's how much? That's like, wow, no, 50 times 17. Okay, that's like $850 from just $50. Okay, and now this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to risk management. If you want to learn more, which I know you want to, okay, I am hosting, right, Dazzly FX, we are hosting a 4 weeks intensive mentorship class. All right, turn your trading platform to an ATM machine. Okay, the classes begins on the 4th of September, so you still have time to plan and to prepare, but not too long a time, because the early bird registration is just 150 USD and it closes on the 25th. Right, registrations are already ongoing. Okay, so what are the things you're going to be learning? The first thing is the secret to pass any prop firm account. Look at the trade I just showed you now, 1:17. Just with $50, you have made $850. Look at that, which is way much more than 10% of $5,000 account. Okay, the golden reversal strategy, risk management, is just a tip of the risk management I share with you today. Then how to snipe a trend from the very beginning. Then you're going to have some live trade examples and setups. Okay, so if you have any question, you can drop the comments below or reach us via email dazzlymarket@gmail.com or with the phone numbers that you can see on the screen. All right, guys. So thank you very much. I will see you. You have any questions or comments, drop it in the comment below. And remember also to follow us on all our social media handles, DazzlyFX, @DazzlyFX. Okay, guys. So we're going to be seeing in the next video some other time. And until then, trade with caution, trade with care, trade with proper risk management. But if skin no food, come on, body. Bye-bye.